Evelyn had lived in the little town of Hartsville for most of her life. It was the kind of place where everyone knew your name, and the seasons painted the landscape like an artist's canvas. There was a lake in the heart of town, calm, serene, a place where memories lived in the quiet ripples of water. Every morning, Evelyn took a walk along the lake. She had done this for over 4 decades, always hand in hand with her husband, Michael. They would laugh, talk about the world, reminisce, and sometimes say nothing at all. Just be there, together. But since Michael's passing the year before, Evelyn had walked alone. On one particular spring morning, as sunlight danced on dew-covered grass and the lake shimmered with soft mist, Evelyn noticed the old wooden bench they used to sit on. It looked different that day. The light hit it just right, as if it was calling to her. She slowly made her way over and sat down. The bench creaked slightly under her weight, a sound she hadn't heard in a long time. She closed her eyes and let the memories wash over her. Suddenly, a small voice broke the silence. "Hi, can I sit here?" Evelyn opened her eyes to see a young boy, maybe 10 years old, with tousled hair, big brown eyes, and a backpack almost larger than his body. He looked nervous. "Of course." Evelyn smiled gently, scooting to one side. He sat, legs swinging, gazing at the lake. "My name's Jacob," he said after a moment. "I'm Evelyn," she replied. They didn't say much that first day, just sat, together. But the next morning, Jacob was back. Same time, same place. Again, he asked to sit, and again, Evelyn said yes. And slowly, over days that turned into weeks, their small conversations grew. Jacob told her about his parents, how they were taking a break, and he did not really understand what that meant. He told her about school, how he liked math but hated spelling, and how he always felt better when he came to the lake before catching the bus. Evelyn listened. She shared stories too, about being a teacher, how she and Michael used to travel and send each other postcards from the same city. She told Jacob about the time Michael cooked dinner and used sugar instead of salt. They ended up ordering pizza and laughing until midnight. Jacob laughed too. It became their tradition. Every morning, they'd meet on the bench. Evelyn began bringing 2 thermoses, chamomile tea for her, hot chocolate for him. Some mornings they talked. Others they just sat in silence, watching ducks glide across the water or listening to the wind. Then, one day, Jacob didn't show up. Evelyn waited. 5 minutes, 10, 30. The next day, he wasn't there either. On the 3rd day, he appeared, eyes red and puffy. "We're moving," he whispered. "Mom got a job in another city." Evelyn felt her heart twist. Jacob looked up at her. "I don't want to leave. I don't want to lose this." She held his hand gently. "You never will. I'll always be right here, on this bench." He nodded, trying to be brave. "I'll come back when we visit Grandma. I promise." And then he was gone. The bench felt emptier than ever. But Evelyn kept coming. She still brought 2 thermoses, one always full of hot chocolate, just in case. Months passed. Seasons changed. One crisp autumn morning, Evelyn arrived to find something resting on the bench. A small, hand-wrapped package with a note. Inside was a drawing. A child's sketch of 2 people sitting on a bench, steam rising from mugs, trees behind them. On the back, in careful handwriting, it read, "Thank you for listening. You made the hard days easier. Love, Jacob." Tears filled her eyes. She held the drawing to her chest and smiled. Years went by. The bench grew older, worn by time. So did Evelyn. But she never missed a morning. Then, one day, another child asked to sit. A different boy, but the same hesitant voice, the same hopeful look. "Sure," Evelyn said warmly, patting the space beside her. "There's always room." And so, the bench lived on, a quiet witness to pain, healing, and the gentle beauty of unexpected friendships. If this story warmed your heart, consider subscribing for more stories like this. And if you made it to the end, thank you. You're one of the special ones.